I can feel the emotional support. I'm still gonna throw a magic mixing nut in there. Oh, we got her started. Hey, good morning. It is Saturday morning, and I'm just gonna go take a peek at the cows. But this is what it looks like. I gave them that oats bale last night, and they're still nibbling through it, but still gives them a nice place to lay around. And I'm just kind of checking everybody out. Good morning, photo. Huh? Morning, kiddo. This is PZ313. She is our senior cow. She is another one of those out of that Triple C Bettis bull. We just call her PZ. You know, that's pretty simple. And one thing that'll always irritate Mom, and she's going up there like, hey, you're supposed to come over and get something to eat. And he's kind of like, no, not really, Mom, not right now. We'll do that later. In here looks good. Just chilling. This heifer might stick around, because I really like Mom. Or a couple of videos ago, I really am liking the bold rulers, but it'll be interesting to see what these mic drops do. And I'm looking for another a different bull, my alternate bull, or what I want to put on like cows. Just trying to look at something that's a little bit different. I like to have at least one bull in the tank. Obviously homo polled, but then preferably homo black for those cows, for our black lines. And a bull that's got a little bit of punch to him. This guy, I really like this guy. This is a Bruno. Yeah, I know, buddy. This is a Bruno bull. This is a Bruno bull. He is actually out of that cow that's in the barn, that 431, that DF 431 that doesn't have a tag, that had that mic drop heifer, and I said I wanted that one to be a bull. This is why I wanted that calf to be a bull. He's turned out really, really nice. I think I probably already have him sold already. A guy that bought a couple bulls from us last year already asked me a couple months ago if we would have more bulls. So we do have that last heifer is starting, so that ought to be interesting. Yeah, so I'm kind of waiting on her a little bit, so I'm not really just jumping into stuff. I'm gonna set up a fresh mineral tub for the calves, because typically over the winter what we do is they get a trace block, whether that is a regular trace mineral or selenium salt block, and then and then they get their lick tub. But now that we're like 6 weeks before we want to AI those heifers, I typically will put out another actual full mineral supplement, and I'll take their salt block, dump it in there. Sorry guys, Steer sent you guys for a little bit of a ride. We're going to clean waters. We got the little blue over there and baby blue right here. So before I take the plug out, I usually scrape a little bit on the sidewalls. It doesn't need to be spotless. Just need to get the majority of the junk out. And kind of clean off the sides. I know you guys are helping, right? And then we'll stick this back in. Tighten the wing nut back up. Not too bad. Cleaner than it was before. Alright, so let's make our way to the other one. I know, calves are helping. They're helping. They're doing a good job. They're great helpers. I can feel the emotional support. There we go. Waters are clean. And we have hoof tips. So we are coming along nicely inside. She just had it. I actually did have to help her out a little bit. Easy pull. She actually let her in the pen with her. And this is the kind of mic drop I was kind of envisioning. Maybe not a full white face. But is a bull calf. I just had to put a little bit of my body weight on it, just kind of lean back on it, and with her help, he came right out. This again was another one of those where, you know, they're supposed to be coming out like this, like Superman, and one leg was back a little bit. So when we mark that down, ASA will ask you what kind of birth it was, unassisted, light pull, hard pull. We kind of justify it as if one person is doing it with the chain, just kind of pulling, we call it a light pull. If we got to put the puller on it, we call that a hard pull. I could see the nose and I knew he was right there, but it's like, it's at the limit. We will wait. Once that sack breaks, unless there's a lot of progress right at the end, we go about 1 hour and that's it. If it's like an hour and then all of a sudden, you know, the head is all of a sudden right there, we'll wait 10 minutes, you know, and then see what happens. If nothing happens in the next 10 minutes, like you don't see more of the nose or anything like that, then we go in and we help. Now we can start feeding. All right, so we're gonna run a bale of stalks into the back by a loafing shed. All right, been a little busy. So just to get you up to speed, so I kicked 431 out with her mic drop calf. And then 75 is back here with the green gate pen. Yep, I'm running water. And then the new little guy, he gets that spot. So she's got access to water. She's got her feed. She's doing a really nice job. So DF 431 is in here with Cora. She's out eating hay, but they've got plenty of space. This is just dirt. It's nice. There's still some hay I left in there, and I just threw a new bale in the feeder. So everybody has plenty of food. The only thing I need to do is I gotta run water in here for 75. So a good day. So hope you guys have a great evening. Catch you tomorrow. Hey, how's it going? It is Sunday afternoon. Right now we're kind of in between, I think, two chunks of this snowstorm that we're supposed to get. We're gonna go hang out in the shop and do that. I didn't get to that yesterday, but we're gonna go do that this afternoon. So I'm just kind of scoping things out, especially that new calf from yesterday. I did have to feed him last night. Mom's a good mom. She's very attentive. She likes her baby. But being a heifer, and this is one thing heifers will do, is they're kind of like, when a calf goes to start sucking, she's kind of like, whoa, what are you doing over there? And then she starts to kind of do a spin. And she doesn't really sit still for him. So I think I'm going to quick try and feed him a little bit. And he'll get another dose of colostrum. So this actually worked out pretty good last night. My powder in here, and then I'll put a little bit of water in here. Then I'll mix it up, and then I'll add more water and finish mixing. I'm just gonna let that water keep running because it's at a really good temperature that I like. Yeah, that seems to work out pretty good. I'm still gonna throw a magic mixing nut in there, just so I can shake it up. And so that's another solid half bottle. Let's go feed that guy. No, come on, Mom. Oh, you got to turn, buddy. You got to turn. There we go. He is actually super thick. Oh, there we go. No. Yeah, he's gonna win that battle. So sometimes they'll kind of paw him away like that, kick him away. But she's not even spinning like she was last night, which is really good. So that's why he doesn't want the bottle. So I made it down to the shop. So what we want to do is, the 2030 has been in here for 8 months or so, and it needs a engine overhaul. The transmission is good in it, but the engine, not so much. And so we originally had drained all the fluids out of it because we drained all the oil out of it. But other than that, the tin on this thing is pretty darn straight. It literally has this nick in it. Is it pretty? No. Dad painted it like back in, I don't know, the late 80s, I think he painted it. Put new decals on it, so it could use a fresh paint job, but it's not like it's needed. It's a nice tractor. We like raking with this tractor. I mean, it is what it is, a 65 horse open station tractor, but it's been here as long as I've been alive and even a little before, so we'd really like to keep it around, even if all it does is putts around and does little things like that. It'd be really nice to have around for doing mowing versus using the loader tractor. This would be a nice mowing tractor too. So it's also been kind of a repository for junk. I was able to do some cleaning the other day over there. Some shop never really gets clean, but we're gonna do some cleaning around it. See if we have enough oil to fill it up with oil. I'll fire up the heater. I did get the old Ready heater fixed. There's an inline fuel filter in there, and I replaced that guy. And there was actually there was like a freaking mouse nest in there too when I took it apart. But the combination of that blew out all the filters and stuff there were 2 filters in there, like air filters. Blew those out, and she runs like a top now. So it'll be nice to have 2. I mean, we were probably still due to upgrade the Ready heater, but to be able to take this one to the farm, because otherwise sometimes we'd have to take the heater back and forth. So it'll be nice to have a second one. And unfortunately, you're probably not going to be able to hear a whole lot, so probably just run some music over the top of this or something. The constant noise of the Ready heater is not very entertaining, I understand. we got her started. We'll leave the charger on overnight. Just we'll leave it on, make sure the battery stays charged. The alternator and battery should be pretty good on this. It was never an issue. But it took a little bit to get it started though. It hasn't ran in, like I said, 8-9 months or something. But we just want to get it ready so we can drive it up there. So we're heading back to the farm. We had to get out of there pretty quick because it was just solid smoke. Our freaking eyes were watering and could barely breathe. So it's probably a wise decision to get out of there. So we got everybody fed. And with the snowstorm, we're pretty much gonna call it a day. Tomorrow, the next day, we got a bed inside the barn. And tomorrow we're probably going to do a bunch of moving around. We got a couple of animals that need to go back in the loafing shed. But with the number of animals we have in the loafing shed, we're going to have to put another feeder back there. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. So hopefully the rain is done by then too. Hopefully. So hope you guys liked the video. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Please comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for coming along.